Today we're looking at the worst calls of the NFL wildcard round. Before I start, I do want to note that it's very easy just to notice the terrible calls in the NFL and not notice all the great calls refs make every game. It'd be very easy to watch this video and go, oh, the refs always suck, they're always screwing every team, we need new refs, blah blah blah. But when in reality, the refs are making great calls all the time and doing their job well. But it is fun to look at these terrible calls because some of them are really bad and they can be very impactful in a game, but I just want you all to keep that in mind when watching this video. Starting off at number 6, we have the offsides on the Jags, and Joey Bosa was pissed off about this and ended up throwing his helmet and got flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, if you watch the right offensive lineman for the Jags, he's most definitely offsides, but it's extremely close, and Joey Bosa obviously sees it because he starts going as soon as the Jags player starts going, and the announcers were talking about how this was too close in real time for the refs to notice, and like it was too technical to call, but I think the refs just didn't see it. I mean, it's obviously a really close call. I think the refs just didn't see it, and they missed this one, and the Jags profited a lot off it as they got a penalty and they scored a touchdown off this play. It was also a great helmet slam by Bosa, definitely worth the penalty, definitely going to be up there in the top helmet slams of the year when I make that video. Now you may be wondering, why is this so low on my list? Well, it could have gone either way. It's an extremely hard call to make. I know the Jags scored a touchdown off this, but when in reality, the ref could have called this 50% of the time if he was given every opportunity to make this call. It's a hard call to make. It wasn't like a terrible call where the ref missed something obvious. Coming in at number 5, we have Everett's missed catch that was ruled a catch. Now, this wasn't like a terrible call from the refs. I'm not really sure where their angle was, so they easily could have missed this. This is more on the list because why did the Jags not challenge this play? Why was no one in the booth calling up the coach, telling him to throw that red flag? They win this 100% of the time. Like, if you look where the ref is right there on the field, he might have not had the best angle and is unable to call that incomplete because he never saw the ball come out. He didn't have a good angle, but the men in the booth, how did the Jags not challenge this play? It just blows my mind. Coming in at number 4, we have Josh Allen pushing and shoving with the Miami Dolphin lineman. Now, Allen throws the interception, the possession change, he gets blocked, and then he shoves back, which isn't bad, but then they start just going at it, and then the ref is right there. How did neither of them get called with a flag? Josh Allen is pushing his hands in the Dolphins' face. How is that not illegal use of hands to the face? Riddle me that, refs. But this was definitely a little scuffle that could have been flagged, and the ref was right there, and he doesn't seem to be making that much of an effort to break it up, and it ended up being a lot bigger of a fight. So I feel like this could go either way still, but I feel like it should have been a call, because if the ref made a call there, I feel like it would have prevented the bigger fight from taking place. Coming in at number 3, we have Joey Bosa popping up on the list once again. He thinks he got held on this play. He starts talking to the ref, gets in a little bit of an argument, and then is flagged. And I think this call was terrible. Now, whether or not it was holding, that is besides the point. He's telling the ref he thinks he got held and he wants it to be called, at least for next time. Now, the ref gets unreasonably mad here. Joey Bosa's walking away from the ref. He's leaving it alone, and the ref's yelling at him, getting back in his face and in front of him. I mean, I guess the ref is standing his ground. Bosa could have yelled something bad at him, but like, I feel like this aggression from the ref is not good. If Bosa was walking away already, just let him walk away. Just take the insult. I mean, you're a ref. You've probably dealt with it before. And then after getting in his face and arguing with him, he throws a flag on Bosa. Now, if you're going to throw a flag on what he said originally, I understand that. But getting back in his face and continuing to argue with him once he's walking away already and then throwing the flag, that's just not right, and I feel like this was a terrible call and really hurt the Chargers. Coming in at number 2, we have the roughing the passer that was called on the Giants, which gave the Vikings a first down on their final drive of their amazing playoff run. Watch number 97 here for the Giants. He makes a great play plowing through 2 offensive linemen. Now, I don't understand how the refs called this roughing the passer. 97 has Kirk in his hands while Kirk still has the ball, and he's taking him down and then stops slamming Kirk when Kirk throws the ball at the last second. It should have been 3rd and 4, and the Vikings got a first down. Now, many of you are thinking, why is this number 2 on your list? The Vikings lost anyway. Well, what if this drive the Vikings drove down the field and won the game in overtime, or went for 2 and won this game off of this drive? Then this horrible call would have been talked about so much more, but because the Vikings lost, no one's really caring about it. Think, if the Vikings won this game, people would have been saying if there wasn't roughing the passer, it would have forced the Vikings have 3rd and 4 instead of a free first down, and they could have lost the game right there on 3rd and 4 and then 4th and 4. Now, coming in at number 1, we have the missed PI call on the Chargers. Now, most people have seen this play, and I've talked about it before, but if you haven't seen it or you want to recap, the Chargers defender wraps up Zay Jones in a bear hug, holding him. Trevor Lawrence sees the flag, throws it that way to get the ref's attention, and the ball is intercepted. And the Chargers end up scoring a field goal off this play. It's Lawrence's second interception of the game. The momentum is switched, and the Jags are unable to score on this drive as they turn the ball over. This interception should have been called back. The Jags should have got a first down. I bet if Aaron Rodgers would have thrown this ball, I bet you every ref in that stadium would have thrown their flag, even if they didn't see the fucking play happen. Fuck the